Hey guys, this is Suspicious Dish here with
Sign off 08.
Do you like puzzles?
Sometimes.
Do you like them enough to get into a panic over them, maybe?
No, definitely not.
Okay. Do you ever feel panicked by a puzzle you can't solve, maybe?
Not really. Usually I just get mad.
Or go to GameFAQs or something like that?
Probably.
Yep. Actually, yeah, I've been starting to use GameFAQs more and more less for nowadays, just because games usually have a built-in hint system, which is enough of a deterrent. So
they're getting simpler, is that what you're saying?
No, I'm not saying that. When I posted about this somewhere before,
There's
but I can't remember.
something odd about that slot machine. Or maybe it was just the way the game was looking.
Yeah.
But it seemed like that one did not have a power supply, or power wattage requirement.
All of them do, but they don't show up sometimes just because there isn't enough room on the screen. And overlapping tooltips is just weird. I wasn't lying when I said we had megaphones and phone booths throughout the entire game from now on.
Well, megaphones I could understand. You gotta send message to an entire park. You're not gonna just run around to everyone.
Yep. Wow. Apparently, people love calling parks at the middle of the night with no power and...
I'm thinking it's just the Elebits messing with you. Hey, chessboard.
Yeah, we're not. So, I'm sure you can figure out what the layout of the level is, or sort of the gimmick of the level is, but remember all those nest things where we did a thing, and then Elebits magically appeared?
Mm-hmm.
This is that, but taken to an extreme. So, if you want, I can try and show this off in eternal mode. But basically the level up here is aligned with puzzles that we have to solve, and solving them releases, to be honest, poor amount of Elebits for what it really should.
Well, to be fair, I'm pretty sure this is about the entertainment factor.
Yeah. But really just putting, like, the chessboard puzzle is just putting all their chessboards, putting all the chess pieces that are pretty much all around the map. They start all around the map, and you have to put them in the starting positions for chess. It's not really that useful, and it just takes forever.
Can you actually play a chess game with it?
Nope.
Oh, so they get locked in once you put them down?
Well, I think they have a lockdown system, and they might lock to pretty much any place in the board, but it would be really annoying to play a chess game with it. Although, multiplayer mode might be useful. If you go into, multiplayer eternal mode or whatever and set up the chess pieces, you might actually be able to play a game of chess with this thing.
Of course, if you're doing that with a friend, that'll just bring questions of why that person is still your friend, that you're playing Elebits chess with them.
I don't know. It's sort of like maybe the marketing team thought this would be a good idea.
However, I would pay for an Elebits chessboard.
Would you?
Yeah, with the little pieces being actual Elebits. Like, well, shaped like Elebits.
I don't know why you say that. You sound like a crazy person when you say that to me, but...
Well, it'd be cute.
Cute. Yes, cute.
Cuter than that decapitated elephant.
Yeah?
I was gonna ask if there was something wrong with you if you said yes to that. Or no to that.
But, I mean, like, do you really want a bunch of morons that just do everything in their power to be, like, total frat boys on a chessboard?
Are you saying Elebits are frat boys?
I mean, like, seriously, they pull off giant pranks where they move giant pieces of furniture around. They think it's hilarious and great when you turn off the power. These are total frat boys, right?
All they're missing is a kegger. It's one big giant Elebit kegger party.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it even gives you helpful tool tips. That's cheating.
I know! There was, like, and half the pieces are, like, on the edge of, like, in the skirts around the map. like in the skirts around, like you see those up there on the stairs.
Yeah.
There's no benefit to doing it. It's just there to be a thing. Like, it'll take way too long. It's not any sort of minor challenge. It's just...
annoying.
A thing, yeah. So, they don't really give you... And the things that they give you in return aren't really that useful, so... It's just there to be a puzzle, I guess.
Ooh, we have to spell something.
Yep. There are lots of letters all around. I actually don't know where those go.
Huh.
There might be somewhere I haven't really explored this level to its extent. There's a lot of puzzles that I just sort of looked at and went, okay, that's a puzzle. Next. I do solve a few of them in this video, but there really isn't any motivation to do it. I mean, I could do it in an Eternal mode thing, really, but why?
Completion's sake?
Yeah.
And maybe if the thread asks to see them?
Yeah, if the thread asks to see them, I'll certainly do it, but... I don't know, I'm just not too enthused by this.
Well, I can't say I blame you.
I mean, the thing is that I can see this being part of a real amusement park again. I can see a giant playground of giant props with giant puzzles and giant chess pieces being a real part of an amusement park where people have fun. Like, you can do that too, right?
Yeah.
Giant kids with a giant chessboard. It's just, well, not giant kids, but kids with a giant chessboard having fun. I can see that.
I tried to use a gravity gun to move around a bunch of rings.
A YouTube commentator hit me for that last time. It's the physics gun, not the gravity gun.
It's a shut up and stop being picky gun.
Exactly.
It's essentially the gravity gun from Half-Life. Really all it is.
Physics gun from Gary Mod. The gravity gun pumps things like...
Hey, it can carry things later on.
You can, but... Yeah, it's really more... Yeah.
And to be fair, the physics gun was going to be in Half-Life 2. It was cut from the game.
Was it?
Yes.
I thought the creator of Gary's Mod coded it, but... I know that the model is the super gravity gun that you get at the end of at Half-Life 2, but...
I'm pretty sure it was supposed to be in the game, but it got cut. But that is, again, neither here nor there.
By the way, if you guys haven't played Half-Life 2, what is wrong with you? Just gonna put that out there. If you're confused by our discussion at all, go play Half-Life 2. There's no reason
hit up the Steam gifting thread.
Yeah, I mean, like...
Everyone has, like, 5 extra copies.
Right. Well, actually, don't request, because that's sort of against the rules.
That's frowned upon. But usually someone will be putting up a copy of it.
Yep.
If not, go buy it.
It's really, it's worth your time. That's all I'll say. Unlike this level. And the puzzles in this level. Yeah.
There goes the Duck Queen and King. You just kind of threw them off their thrones.
Mm-hmm.
Kai is now king. He dethroned them.
Yeah. I think there's a puzzle up there, actually.
And Tetris feet.
Yep. I mean, yeah, this whole thing is just a giant... Like, there's 20 even puzzles in this level. There's a lot of them. So yeah, it's... I just don't feel happy, or I don't enjoy solving any of them. It's this weird mix where, you know, you'd think that some of these things would be really neat. I guess a lot of it is just that it's really obvious and it's really there what you're supposed to do. And it doesn't feel like a joy to solve, it just feels like going through the motions, if you understand what I mean.
Yeah. It's essentially still more of the same. Just put differently.
If they had a couple puzzles and they weren't very obvious, and you had some you need to have some intuition to solve them, I would be fine. But these aren't puzzles, right?
Yeah, these are more literally, yes, we said more of the same.
Yeah. I guess some of them are
Move
puzzles.
thing into location. Make sure thing is in proper way.
Yep.
You did that with the toasters, you did that with the mystery machines. It's just more of the same. Just now on a bigger scale.
Yep. And I'm gonna say that I like the art. I think it's I think this level looks gorgeous, and I'm happy with the music. It's a good track. In fact, this is one of the more catchy tracks in the game, I will say. It's just not there. It's missing something to me. And I can't quite put my finger on it.
Definitely not clowns. We don't need clowns here.
No, we don't.
I'm slowly starting to fear clowns.
Alright.
Something I've never had before. But again, neither here nor there. Elebits. Decent level design, but not executed properly.
Yeah, I think it's a neat idea, but I think it just falls flat.
Please tell me you have to bowl over the pins at the end of this.
Well, we'll find out, won't we?
And
which of course means no, because otherwise I would say yes.
I would have found out in the next... Well, you messed up, so... Next 10 seconds.
And here I am going for the bowling ball, thinking, oh, I have to bowl them over, and then that happens.
I still would have hit him with the bowling ball.
So those are pretty much the only two puzzles I solved. I solved the one where you get the rings and the pegs, and the bowling ball. And then I'm sort of like, okay, I had enough. I know what this level's about. Let me go search for Elebits and actually complete the level. Because you can see that took quite a while, and I didn't get very much for it.
Nope.
Nope.
I just heard teleporting.
You just heard big block. What is it? Big block Elebits, I think. All I remember is it's the racist, dumb name. It's stupid. Boss Black Elebits. There we go. The ones that teleport in and make the creepy noise, and are just there to be annoying.
Giant slot machine. Who puts gambling in a kid's amusement park?
I think all kids think that gambling is a really neat thing, especially when there's nothing to lose for it. You know what I mean?
The question is, how the heck do they pull those?
So, the gambling gimmick, besides being really, really terrible to listen to.
Oh, yeah.
It's actually real gambling. It's not an instant win. It's actually a random system. Like, you can get lucky sevens, like, I believe, like, a fifth of the time, but otherwise it's completely random.
2 tons!
This section, I don't want to say it because I'll save it for the montage. It also has a dick move in it, but we'll see that a little bit later. Yeah. For now, just enjoy the random number generator not being quite in my favor.
And the horrible screeching.
Yeah. That's something you don't do as a sound designer. You don't have overlapping sound effects that are slightly out of phase.
And you also don't make them horribly screeching. You want to make them pleasing. You know?
Right.
I'm pretty sure slot machines don't sound like that.
No,
they don't sound like a generator.
No, most of the new ones are electronic. They don't sound like anything at all.
Even they usually have sound effects.
Yeah, I mean, well, but they have
no effect on anything. They're just there for the experience.
Right, I mean, like, the sound effects on a modern sound machine are there intentionally. Like, I bet that any person who designed the slot machines wished they could muffle that sound. Right? It's just the sound of the motor being in the back, but...
Yep.
Frame rate!
Oh dear.
So here I am trying to get pretty much every slot machine. Just because they have nothing to do in this level.
And it turns out you've gotten all but one. How much is this one gonna take you over?
Guess you'll find out in the next minute. Nothing better to do.
And do the blue 7s do anything different?
Nope. They're just there to be reused textures. I don't think the blue 7s you can land on them at all.
That's silly.
Yep.
Oh hey, it's that king caricature again.
Yep. King Slat.
No, I think there's a lot.
Looks like an A to me. Oh, it is an O. Okay.
It's just a very tiny O.
Yep.
Because for some reason the O does not get capitalized properly. But the L and the T does.
Yep.
Or rather, sized properly.
Eventually I just figured out that you can just hold it down. Now we have two awful sound effects going at once.
Yes.
And I'm like, you know what? Enough of that. And I decided to make more rec and make more frame rate.
And it landed? No.
Nope. That was just another weird thing that happened.
I wonder how much damage you could create with that giant bowling pin.
A lot. I've gotten the slowest frame rate yet in this level. When I went back for the montages, seriously, it was like 15 frames a second. Maybe even slower, yeah. Like every second was taking like 3.
Oh, we'll see y'all next time.
Yep. For annoying level. Another one.
With trees.
Mm-hmm. And music. Awful music.
Oh joy.